Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, on June 14th, 2025, we're going to analyze Bitcoin, looking at both recent news and the technical charts to figure out what might be coming next for BTCUSD. Recent news indicates a broad sell-off in crypto due to renewed tariff threats and rising fears of strikes against Iranian nuclear sites. However, we've also seen positive news, such as Circle's stock being up 13% on news that Amazon and Walmart are moving into stablecoins. Let's see how this mixed sentiment is reflected in the charts. Let's start with the daily chart to get a broad overview. Looking back to late January 2024, we see Bitcoin trading around $42,000. The price generally increased, hitting as high as $73,000 in mid-March 2024. Then there were a few dips, before hitting a new all-time high of over $100,000 around December 2024. Looking at the more recent price action, in May 2025, we can see that Bitcoin recovered strongly after a dip down to near $54,000. More recently, the price reached up to $71,432 around May 20th. However, the price has since fallen back down to around $66,000 today, June 14th. Now, let's zoom into the 1-hour chart to get a sense of the more recent price action. Looking at the candles for June 11th, we see a large red candle as the price falls from $70,000 to $67,000. The most recent candles seem to indicate indecision and some ranging at this price level. Now let's examine the 15-minute chart for today, June 13th, to get a very short-term perspective. Filtering to the 15-minute candle data, we see relatively small movements, with the price ranging around $66,000 to $67,000. At this micro level, it can be difficult to tell much about the broader trend, but it can be useful for scalping positions. In summary, the market appears to be reacting to a mix of positive and negative news. Given the recent pullback, key price levels to watch include the $65,000 support level and resistance around $70,000. A break below $65,000 could signal further downside, while a sustained move above $70,000 could lead to bullish momentum. For the longer term, given Bitcoin's history and future ETF inflows analysts are predicting, as well as President Trump's Bitcoin support, it seems likely the price could continue to increase over the next few months.